Okay, so this is a big topic, one that usually gets quite a few hours on its own because it's pulling out polyvagal theory. Thank you, Dr. Stephen Porges. But neuroception is something that we talk about a lot in our neurodivergent communities. It is, as this quote says, it's a really ongoing process. It's taking the information from what's going on around us and the information what's going on inside of us to decide, are we safe? And we're constantly asking ourselves that question. Do we feel safe? Do we feel comfortable? So like in this moment, Renata and I are here, we're sat in front of our computers, we're having this chat. So you're probably thinking, yeah, I'm pretty safe. Nothing to tell me I'm not safe. If we got up and started screaming and running, you'd be thinking, oh, nope, not safe, right? So that's the system to help you make those decisions. What's really interesting, and we're not sure why, but neurodivergent people have what's called a more sensitive neuroception. So meaning that we are more likely to decide that we are unsafe. So that's that point on the left. So we're more likely to detect something that makes us feel unsafe. And it might be a perceived danger as well. So again, it might be a child that you see like in a toddler group, and they do not want to leave their caregiver, and the other kids are playing and running about, but they're really struggling to leave their caregiver because they've just decided this just doesn't feel safe for me. And another time you can see that too, and I had this with my kids, is trying to leave a room, trying to go to the bathroom for a minute. These are often the kids that feel like they go into great distress when you go off to the toilet. And even if it's just for that quick moment, not being able to see your caregiver can really throw us into distress right away. And so it's that following you into the other room, not because they want to show you something and they're still really excited. It's because they're incredibly distressed that they'll be separated from you. So the point on the right then that comes out of that idea of having a more sensitive neuroception is that we are incredibly reliant on our safe people. We really need our safe people around, and we really need support with co-regulation. That's like the basis of how we can emotionally regulate, is with our care providers. So when we think of how that's going to be affecting sleep, the tricky bit is if we feel unsafe, that turns into, we've activated our alarm system, that internal system. And so we've gone into that fight, flight, or freeze mode, right? So do the young people need to feel safe to sleep? Yes. Yeah, we really do need to feel safe to sleep. Where this comes into play is really then prioritizing time together. First step is daytime, to make sure we really spend time together to co-regulate during the day. It's a big theme throughout this webinar is thinking about daytime, thinking about schedules. If you take nothing else from this, is thinking about daytime and how it affects sleep. We have so many young people that are in school all day and that go to all these different activities and can be just really packed. And then you think, well, now they've been separated from their caregiver, separated from safe people, like maybe other siblings, or another really close friend that they feel very safe and comfortable with. And then we're expecting them to sleep right away. But we haven't really filled that tank of co-regulation yet. And so what you can imagine happens is a lot of that really filters over into nighttime. And so that second question is then, for a lot of neurodivergent kids, particularly PDAers, the number one sleep strategy that comes out then is co-sleep, which is not always what families want to hear, but we really press on. We really need to focus on co-regulation then during the day. Really rethink of that schedule. Is there times that we can just really cut out some of these activities? Can we cut out maybe the extra trips to, the grandparents' house, and really ensure that we get that co-regulation during the day? Because otherwise it will spill over into the night if that person hasn't had that sense of safety.